Like obviously everybody looks better when they make their shots, but
It's amazing, isn't it?
what was it about Toney just in terms of maybe the way he carried himself out there, his posture, his decision making that you saw?
Well, I thought, and we talked about it a little bit, and Chauncey talked to him and this morning too, that he's deferring his game to big three. You know, it's like you can see him. He's not being Toney Douglas, and Toney Douglas comes with a lot of good stuff. It comes with some playmaking deficiencies, that's him, and he has to accept that, try to get better at it. But he can't all of a sudden become just a setup kind of guy and not get into his game. And we talked to him about it. Obviously, we kind of took it to heart and gave him first 5 points. And he was aggressive. He has to be that way. And sometimes he's going to mess up, but he has to be himself.
Completely dominated your matchup with Chris Paul, and that had a major factor in this win, in this blowout, you think?
I just wanted to stay aggressive and bring energy. You know, I feel like when you guard he's a great point guard in this league, probably one of the top 5 point guards in this league, and I just didn't want him to feel so comfortable out there on the floor, you know, make him work for whatever he gets. And, you know, it wasn't just me. Our team helped too, so you can't just really lock down one point guard like that. It was team defense. So I feel like I give my hat out to the rest of my teammates for helping me.
How much was playing against him and given the speculation with him coming to New York in a couple of years, how much was that a motivating factor for you?
Like I said, I don't really get into all that. You know, I knew Chris since we was in high school and stuff, and so he's a great player, and I don't know what's going to happen, I guess, the next 2012 factor is, but I just continue to become a better basketball player, more student of the game, and just keep working every day and do whatever coach asks me to do, I'm going to go do.
Coach said you need to play with an ego. That's one of the things he said in the post-game press conference. What do you think he meant by that? You need to play with an ego.
Just go out there, you know, just do what I do, you know. I bring energy, play defense. You know what I'm saying? Feeling comfortable out there on the court. I don't think he meant it like, okay, just Chris. I give a lot of respect to Chris Paul, but go out there and make him work. You know, don't just say, okay, this Chris Paul I'm guarding. You know, make him work, see how he does, and then if he's doing things that's hurting us, adjust to it, stuff like that.
The team is going to get more opportunities for practice, you know, with the new personnel. So how beneficial will that be, especially trying to, you know, bring up your playoff status from the 6th seed?
It's going to help. So we all be on one page, and I feel like we're doing real good compared to we haven't really had no practices, us just playing. But once we get on one accord and have enough days to practice and really stay tuned and watch films and our plays and stuff like that, I feel like we're going to be a real dangerous team.
Greetings. Welcome to So Much to Talk About here. Post-game version of the show, New Orleans Hornets visiting New York Knickerbockers. Knickerbockers with a very impressive win. My pleasure to have, once again, back here with the Knicks. Mr. Jeffries, how are you?
Doing great, man. I'm happy to be back here.
Talk about how happy you are and how appreciated you feel. Coach Toney feels that you have a major factor for this team, successfully defensive.
I think just the confidence he has in me that allows me to come out and play at a high level, you know. And like leaving here, I felt like we were so close to building what we have here now. I want to come back and be a part of that, and just to have a chance to be a part of it, feel the energy in the Garden, man. It's like a dream come true. It's like being drafted again. It's like I'm being drafted all over again. So this is one of the best experiences of my life in basketball.
Talk about the mental approach of being able to guard 4 positions, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like what, you know, and you have to be able to be versatile throughout the game. So how is that mentally, and how have you prepared yourself for that responsibility?
Coach Toney does a great job. Coach Toney tells you go out there and do what you're good at. And the fact that he tells you to go out there and do what you're good at and doesn't expect you to do anything you're not really good at, it makes it easy, you know. So you know what your role is, you know what you're capable of, and you go out there and do that.
And Houston, at that time there, you know, there are a lot of players that did play the game the right way, defensively and hustle. Being under Rick Adelman, what did you learn from him?
You know, I learned a lot from Rick, man. Rick's a great coach. His offensive scheme, his approach to the game is really impressive. And I think that it was unfortunate I didn't get a chance to play a lot of minutes there. But he's a great coach. He has 900-plus wins, so he knows what he's doing. And I think I take away from him his approach to the game and a lot of his offensive sets that he runs.
Jared, thank you for your time, and good to be back here. Definitely. Thank you. Pleasure to have a center, the rock in the middle for the Hornets, Mr. Emeka Okafor. Emeka, the road trip, you know, it's been tough so far. So talk about the adjustments you have to make in the next 3 games.
It's been tough. You know, we've lost 2 games, and you know, I'm not quite sure what adjustments we have to make. Just gonna have to look at the film and just see what we have to do.
Do you think more crisp ball movement, more, more offensive movement without the ball, things like
You can really point your finger at anything at this point because we're losing games by larger margins than we should, and I mean, our season's kind of been up and down, but we don't really like the way things are looking right now. So we really have to dig deep and just fight.
Your defensive prowess speaks for itself, and how wonderful has it been to be with Coach Williams for this year and see just such a new culture on defense being emphasized and everything, and how that really propelled your game this year.
Coach Williams is just very organized and systematic. He came with an idea. I mean, he came with the system. He wanted to stress defense, and for the most part, we've been doing it. When we adhere to those defensive principles and the way we play, we usually have good success.
To ask you too, you were a stellar scholar athlete at the University of Connecticut. Tell the audience how important it was for you to have a plan. Speaking of a plan, and also to have time management, because you graduated in 3 years. The importance of being able to be focused and knowing how to spend your time wisely.
It's just about prioritizing and being able to effectively just make your day efficient. My two priorities were basketball and my studies because I wanted to excel in both. My dream was to be an NBA, but you never know that if that didn't happen, I still wanted to be successful. And college was also about social, so it's also making sure that if I take care of A and B, make sure you have a little time for play, because all work and no play can drive you a little bit crazy.
One more question. How proud are you of the Big East Conference? I mean, history could be made with possibly 11 teams in the tournament.
The Big East has always been very competitive. It's a battle. It's the man's league of college basketball. So and I'm very proud that this year they're everybody's playing at an extremely high level.
Emeka, definitely a pleasure to talk with you, and so much to talk about, and definitely you play the game the right way, and it's great to speak with you. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.